So first of all, prop firm challenges, there is a good side and also, so we need to keep this in mind always. There is rules. If you don't stick to the risk management, you're out. So you need to prove to the prop firm that you can trade. The good traders are just not doing stupid things. A prop firm challenge, you're not going to pass every time. We need to accept this. If you cannot trade correctly to pass the account, why do you want a live account?
Do you think prop firms like profitable traders?
I don't think prop firms like profitable traders.
Okay. How to identify a prop firm is a good prop firm or not a good prop firm? Like, what are 2-3 things we should look for?
Easiest way is
वेलकम टू दिस वेरी स्पेशल वीडियो। अगर आप चाहते हो फंडेड ट्रेडर बनना, एक प्रॉप फर्म से पैसे निकालना, तो आज की वीडियो में एक एक्सपीरियंस ट्रेडर को मैंने डीएम किया और एज अ कोलैबोरेशन में वो आ गया। लंदन से आया भाई, एक दिन के लिए दुबई, और उसके बाद कल वो चला भी जाएगा। तो मैंने उसके साथ बैठ के पूरा पॉडकास्ट किया है कि भाई डार्क साइड क्या होता है, पॉजिटिव साइड क्या होता है, एक क्या बेटर है नए ट्रेडर के लिए। तो बहुत सारी चीजें पूछी। मजेदार व्लॉग है बट इंग्लिश में है। कोशिश करो लाइव देखोगे व्लॉग तो मजा आएगा, नहीं तो सीधे वीडियो के एंड में चले जाओ। मैं पूरे वीडियो को समरी भी वीडियो के एंड में मैंने बना दिया है। व्हाटएवर यू लाइक, इफ पॉसिबल पूरा वीडियो देखे, इंग्लिश में इंप्रूव होगी आपकी। इफ यू नो इंग्लिश डेफिनेटली गो एंड वॉच द फुल वीडियो, क्योंकि फ्लो था तो मैंने उसी वक्त कन्वर्ट नहीं किया। अभी मैं आखिरी में वीडियो के आपको एक्सप्लेन कर दूंगा, पूरे पॉडकास्ट में क्या समझा दूंगा हिंदी में 2 से 3 मिनट के अंदर। तो या तो एंड में चले जाओ, ठीक है।
Hello everyone, welcome to this video, our podcast you can say, where we have Ryan from UK and he is a professional trader since 10 years and he's a funded trader as well. He has millions of dollars in his own payout and he has lots of students who are making millions of dollars, not just since like I think 3-4 years in the past we have students as well.
Yes, correct.
So we have someone who can answer all your questions, and what I do, I'll ask him question, he'll give me answer, and मैं आपको हिंदी में भी explain करूँगा. I'll explain that in my language, the Indian language, which will make this podcast very, very valuable for traders who are looking to get funded, but they're blowing their accounts very quickly, who are because of maybe less patience or let's start the video. As you have already collected millions of dollars of payout through the funding companies, and I am a trader who is not funded. I have my own fund. So I know for sure that there is a big difference between a trading real account and a funding account. Correct.
So what are the things we should keep in mind while going for prop firm challenge?
So first of all, prop firm challenges, there is a good side and also maybe, I don't want to say bad side, but maybe a not as beneficial side in comparison to someone like yourself who has your own self-funded account.
I agree,
right?
yeah.
So the first thing is a prop firm account has drawdown limits.
Yeah.
You don't have a drawdown limit. Your drawdown limit is whatever your risk management says that you can allow, whatever your mindset can allow, right?
Yeah.
So someone might just want 10% drawdown. You might be able to handle 30% drawdown because you trust your strategies. You're a professional trader. Your mindset and your emotions can handle that, right?
Yeah.
But with prop firm accounts, you get usually 5% daily drawdown and 10% overall drawdown. Now, this is good and bad, okay? So it's good because it protects the prop firms. So the prop firms are protecting themselves. They're going to need business for a longer period of time, which means if you're a funded trader, you want your capital for a longer period of time, right?
Okay.
You don't want a prop firm to go bust because everyone went into 20, 30, 40% drawdown, okay?
Yes.
So the prop firm needs to protect themselves. So there's a daily drawdown limit and an overall drawdown limit. Now, as traders, this can actually help us become more stricter and more professional with our risk management because we're now conscious that there are these drawdown limits in place and we don't want to lose our funded accounts. We don't want to breach our challenges. Where some traders that aren't as experienced and have a self-funded account, they have no tolerance of drawdown and they can blow their account, right? So a funded challenge and a live funded trading account from a prop firm can actually help a trader become more resilient, more disciplined with their risk management because they have to be. They lose 5% in one day, they're out, they're gone. Their funds, they might have 100K, 200K of a prop firm. That funds are gone.
Right.
So if you don't stick to the risk management, you're out. You need to prove to the prop firm that you can trade. You have to prove that. If you can't prove to the prop firm that you can trade, you're out. You're out of the assessment. So only good traders with good risk management and a good strategy get through to the live account. There's nothing special about these traders at all. They are just simply trading how they should be trading. They're following the plan, the strategy. They got discipline, patience, and risk management.
What I understand till now, if a person is having a good capital, they should not go for prop firm account. Like a person like me, I should not go because I have to change a lot of my trading rules. I have enough capital and I'm making good enough money because my strategy may have a bigger drawdown than 10% or 5%. But it is long-term profitable.
This is trader preference because if you have bigger drawdown, we can use smaller risk.
But I agree, but then there's a rule or trailing drawdown rule. So if the trailing drawdown rule is there, and if I am, let's say I have an open profit of $3,000 and I know it could go up till $10,000, but the market will take a pullback.
Yes.
And I make it break even. But if it comes to it will go. So that is why I think if I am having a strategy like trailing strategy, real account is better for me.
Yes, real account for your trading style would be more preferred. However, how I approach prop firms with a trading drawdown is I look for more scalping / intraday style trades.
Okay.
Shorter term trades.
Shorter term.
So I'm looking to catch this move. You're looking to catch this move, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm looking to catch the first phase of the move, but you're looking to catch phase 1, 2, and 3.
Exactly.
So this is the difference, right?
So as a trader who, if you are having good capital, you should trade with real account. It is better and easier to make money compared to funding firms. But now if you are having less capital, then you should go for a funding firm. And it is better even for beginners because, as you said, you are going to become strict for your rules. If you are having $100 account and you are doing anything, no one cares. You are your own boss.
Yes.
But if you pay $100 and get a funded account, you have to follow the rules and it will make you a better trader. New traders who are coming in the market right now, who are yet to develop their trading strategy, who are yet to develop.
Yes.
Because it's like, I have already developed my trading strategy. I believe risk reward ratio, that means win size is better than a win rate. But if you can get a better win rate strategy with normal risk reward ratio, maybe 1:2 or 1:1.5,
Yes.
you can make a lot of money with funding firms, not with your own capital.
Very true. Yeah.
So it's like, and what I'll do, guys, you must be thinking when I'll explain this you in Hindi, what I'll do, because I think the flow of the conversation is more important. I'll explain you in our language at the end of the video in a small summary. So keep watching, or if you don't understand English, just go to the end of the video and get the summary of the video. And if you're enjoying the podcast, keep watching right now. Okay, we were on the win size and win rate point.
Yes,
because
right.
I love win size because since it's in my psychology now that I need to find strategy with a higher win size.
Yeah, so you have a lower strike rate but bigger.
Exactly. 1:3, 1:2. I even have a 1:9 strategy.
So which is not good for prop firms.
Not good for
so prop firms, there's two most important data points on the strategy. The good thing about prop firms is the only risk is the fee that you sign up with.
Correct.
So now you're uncapped on what you can withdraw from the prop firm. The prop firm will let you keep taking withdrawals. Yeah, we'll go into that. But your only risk was say $500. So the risk to reward is great in terms of payouts compared to sign up fee. Yeah. So we're going to that as well. Okay, so 2 points.
Yeah, so we were discussing with the win.
Yeah.
For a funded firm,
Yeah, for a funded
scalping trades are better.
Yeah, scalping trades are better. And there's two main points that we need to look at. So the two data points we need to look at. Once you've back tested your strategy, and you should always do this if you're going to start with a prop firm challenge. Make sure you have data in front of you from back tested results. You want to look at strike rate. You want a strike rate on your strategy of at least above 70%.
70%.
70%. Okay. If you cannot do that, right, do not even think about taking a prop firm challenge straight away because you're not prepared.
Okay, that's true.
Would you turn up to a big battle with a rubber ring? You know, you want the best gun, armor. You want to be ready, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't want to turn up unprepared. So why are you doing it with prop firm challenges? You know, do you look before you cross the road? Of course you do. You're not going to walk out and risk it. Death, right? Yeah. You don't want that. Right. This is the same with funded trading accounts. Okay, come prepared always. So once you've got your data from your back test, you want at least 70% strike rate, and you want to try and get your drawdown right at least below 4%. Okay, because the daily drawdown is 5%. Now you might not be taking 5, 6, 7 trades in one day, so it's unlikely you're going to hit that with a good strategy with 70% strike rate. You're not going to be getting a lot of trades. So you want to make sure over 70% strike rate, okay, and below 4% or below in drawdown. Now, your face went 70% when I said 70% strike rate. Now, for you, that seems like a lot because you have 1 to 9 risk to reward, right?
Not 1 to 9, 1 to 2, 3. 1 to 3 at least.
Okay, it's harder to get. It's very bigger strike rate when you have a larger risk to reward. So, if you're looking for a 1 to 1 or a 1 to 1.5 strategy, you're going to get a much more beneficial strike rate.
Even a 1:1 is good enough, I believe, for a funding because it's not your capital.
Okay, so 1 to 1 is good enough, but here's a very important point for you guys that are watching this. If you're going to go for a 1 to 1 risk to reward on a prop firm challenge, you need to look for the symbols that you can trade that do not have any commissions. Because if you do 1 to 1 on Forex, okay, and you're on the lower time frames, you get charged big commission.
Yeah.
So if you expect to make $1,000, you may only make $700.
Yeah.
Okay. So now it's a 1 to 0.7.
You mean it's a good vol? It's a gold for gold is a good example.
So gold is you could maybe look at Bitcoin, which may be a little bit too volatile for some beginners. Okay. German DAX is a good one. So a DE40 symbol or a JR40. That's another good one. US 30. They're mostly commission free on prop firms.
Okay.
Okay. So you need to keep this in mind.
Okay. The assets are important. What we are trading.
They're very, very important what we're trading. The reason why is because we want every little edge possible in our favor, then we get one big edge and that's going to compound for us.
Got it.
And that's how you get an edge. You've got to look at everything, not just our strategy, but what we're trading. What we're being charged to trade that on a one-to-one. I don't want to lose $200 to $300 profit. Okay? So we want to try and trade symbols which don't have commission, lower risk to reward, okay? Especially if you have a trading drawdown in place. And you want to make sure you're in and out of the market. And then you will pass a prop firm challenge. You know, you're not going to pass every time. We need to accept this, okay? Because you're not going to be successful every single time. It depends when you start the prop firm challenge, what the market cycle is in. So if you started, for example, 10 weeks ago, when gold broke multiple all-time highs and you were gold longs, you're going to pass a lot of prop firm challenges, right?
Correct, yeah.
But now, you know, gold has come into a pullback, a bit of a correction phase, and you're going to get a little bit range bound, right?
Got it.
You're not going to get many trades in a ranging market if you have a good strategy. And it's very tricky. So the trade volume likely will drop, and you may get a few more losing trades, which is perfectly normal, which you're very transparent about to you and your community, right? And your followers. No, losses are perfectly normal. But if you come armed with a strategy, you've got data, you've got good psychology, discipline, and you follow your plan, you have more chance than anyone to pass a prop firm challenge and get funded.
Okay, I have one question or follow-up question. I've seen a lot of funded traders on the Instagram and YouTube saying that risk for the challenge phase. They say risk everything one time, treat one challenge as one trade. I have heard this a lot. Is this like a good idea or not?
This is what's called a volume approach.
Okay.
So imagine you have $10,000 and you want to spend that all on challenges. Okay. You can take one challenge for $500, but for say that's a $100,000 challenge. You pay $500 for that challenge. You can go one trade. Okay. It didn't work. Next one, buy. One trade. Didn't work. Next one, buy. It's a volume strategy. Okay. It's a bit like Martin down in a casino. £10 on red.
So it's not good because if you are having this approach, then you have like a gambling approach. Even when
it is gambling. It is gambling.
Even when you get a real account, you might think like that.
Well, but this is the problem. If you cannot trade correctly to pass the account, why do you want a live account?
Yeah, because this is a very harmful thing. I see so many people making this kind of real that funded account. You treat it like one go.
Because it's exciting for content.
It's exciting for content.
It's exciting. It gets them clicks. Then they would try and sell you something. You know what I mean? So, you know, these people, you know, they make good, exciting content. I passed in one trade. It all looks really good. But in reality, are you going to risk 5% per trade on your live account when your daily drawdown is 5%?
Yeah.
You'd have to be an idiot to do that.
That's true.
We need to risk manage 0.5% risk per trade or 1% risk per trade. That's all you need to do.
Do you think prop firms like profitable traders?
I don't think prop firms like profitable traders. Okay. The reason why that is, now, bearing in mind, my answer then is based on a specific style of prop firms. Okay, so there's two different styles of prop firms. Okay, there's a prop firm that will let you actually trade with live capital. Okay. And then there's a majority of the prop firms where you're only ever trading demo. Okay? So this is how the model works on a demo prop firm. And now it's the demo prop firms that do not like profitable traders. So traders come to the prop firm, okay? They pay a fee for a challenge. Let's say $500, okay? There's less, there's more. Let's just say $500. That's the most popular price point.
Okay.
$500. Okay. This trader fails. Where's the fee go? To the company, to the prop firm. So the prop firm has a lot of failing traders and the fees are building up and up and up. One big pot of failing fees, okay? Now, when one trader gets through and they get onto the live account, okay, the live account is still a demo account. Okay, it's still giving you real market execution, like we can see here. It's still real life pricing. Everything's correct, but it's not real capital. So when you get a $10,000 withdrawal, where's that money come from? It didn't come from the market because you're in demo. It's simulated. Okay, where did the money come from? The $10,000.
Okay, so
it came from the pot of the failing fee.
Yeah, that is true. And when the prop firms are actually doing what you're saying, but
Exactly.
But you know what I know, when a prop firm is trying to give a real account, when the person is asked the challenge,
Yes.
this is not at all within the policies of MT5. Like MetaTrader is not allowing people to, let's say there's a X broker and Y prop firm. They won't allow a prop firm to use their live account. That is a compliance issue, I believe. That is why most of the companies, this I know because I am in touch with a lot of people related to this thing.
Yeah.
It's not allowed to give a real account even when you pass it. It's very important to keep demo, but they connect it to the real market situations. A lot of companies are doing
Yes, yeah, a lot of prop firms do that.
They forward their trade to the liquidity provider. What I know till now is they check how the person passed his challenge.
Yeah.
It was luck or it was consistency.
Performance strategy based.
It is performance, and the trader is here with the performance. So they send his trades to the liquidity provider.
Yes.
And they just make more money actually. The trader is trading 5 lots, they're trading 20 lots,
Yes.
15 lots, and they're making money out of this. So yeah, I agree.
So this is the other side, right?
Both the companies
Had a real accounts, okay? So that they love profitable traders, because now that they're making money from people that are paying for challenges,
Exactly.
and also making money off of their good traders.
Yeah.
Now I believe there's a selection process, like you say. They'll vet the trader. How's he been performing? Okay, on the back end, we're now going to link him to a live account. You know,
Correct.
he's proven himself. As a trader.
Yeah.
So there's two different types of prop firms.
Exactly.
You know, and depending on which one you want to go with, in my opinion, doesn't matter too much as long as you get paid out.
Exactly. How to identify a prop firm is a good prop firm or not a good prop firm? Like, what are 2-3 things we should look after? Maybe Trustpilot rating.
Yes, the easiest way is Trustpilot. The easiest way, you need to look at the reviews. You have to do your due diligence because not every prop firm is a great prop firm, but there are some absolutely fantastic prop firms out there.
Okay.
You know, there's a few that have come up recently which are reinventing the game a little bit, and they've used a lot of initiative, and I think they're going to do very, very well in the space.
And you have been using all of them, I believe. That's why we are not taking any names because
We're not taking any names. I'm not affiliated with any prop firms. Okay, so I'm a neutral, but I've used many different prop firms.
Okay.
So some good, some bad. You know, I don't want to name anybody, but what I found from the good prop firms, they always have good reviews.
Okay.
Okay. Now, a good prop firm can still have bad reviews. Now, you need to read the bad reviews with an open mind because some of these bad reviews are from traders that just try to abuse the system.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you need to read carefully what the bad review says. So prop firms always have some bad reviews. You know, they didn't pay me out, but why didn't they pay you out? But it turned out they used a prohibited trading strategy like martingale. Okay, which may be prohibited on some prop firms. They don't like that approach because it's a little bit more of a gambling approach.
Yeah.
Remember, they want real strategic traders. Okay, so the best thing you can do is look for a review. You know, do you have a trading friend that's been with a prop firm for a few months or to a year, and they've been getting regular payouts? That's another good way you can look at it. Some prop firms allow QR codes on their certificates, so you can click on the QR code and you can see that this person's been getting real payouts. So they're trying to evidence back that they are a legitimate prop firm.
Okay. Oh, got it. Yeah. All right. So great. These are the questions that I had in my mind. And so guys, if you have more questions, do comment because he is my friend now and I'll ask him if
I'm happy to help.
Yeah, he'll be happy to help. And अब मैं क्या करूँगा अगले part में I'll explain you in our language in some part. Okay. So thank you so much for coming out and
I appreciate you having me on. And I hope to see a lot of your traders getting funded, the ones that are looking to take a challenge, and I hope they pick the correct prop firm.
Yeah, and I'll suggest, highly recommend you go to his YouTube channel as well. And he's also having a lot of content, especially related to algo trading strategies. And if you're interested, you can go to his channel and check out. तो भाई आई होप मजा आया होगा देखने में वीडियो. अब मैं इसको समराइज कर देता हूँ तो सिंपल वर्ड्स में हिंदी में. भाई सबसे पहले तो जिसके पास रियल अकाउंट है उसको देखो, फंडेड अकाउंट में ट्रेड करना थोड़ा कठिन है लेकिन अगर आप बिगिनर हो, अभी मोल्ड नहीं किया अपना माइंडसेट, आप नहीं टेक्नोलॉजी पर, तो फंडेड अकाउंट सही है. और अपनी साइकोलॉजी रिस्क रिवॉर्ड रेशियो की मत बनाओ, स्कैल्पिंग की बनाओ या शॉर्ट टर्म ट्रेडिंग की बनाओ, घुसो और निकलो लेकिन लिमिटेड टाइम के लिए. और वहां पे आप ऐसा करो कि आप विन रेट पे फोकस करो. तो सबसे पहली बात, उन ट्रेडर जिनके पास बढ़िया पैसा है, 2-3 लाख डॉलर अगर है, 2-4-5 करोड़, भाई आप इधर आओ, रियल अकाउंट में ट्रेड करो। आप विन रेट के पीछे मत भागो, विन साइज के पीछे भागो। तो फंडेड अकाउंट इज गुड फॉर पीपल हैविंग नो कैपिटल, लेस कैपिटल, बिगिनर ट्रेडर जिनकी साइकोलॉजी बनी नहीं है। दूसरा पॉइंट, नए ट्रेडर को करना चाहिए फंडेड अकाउंट में ट्रेडिंग। उससे क्या होता है कि अगर खुद का $500 है तो $500 तुम एक ट्रेड में उड़ा दोगे, बेकार बात है, और कहीं ना कहीं तुम्हारा डिसिप्लिन को सीखोगे भी नहीं। लेकिन फंडेड अकाउंट लोगे, वहीं $200 फीस भर के $50,000 का, आप मुझे नहीं पता कितने का एग्जैक्टली डिटेल आता है, वेबसाइट पे जाके देख लेना fundedfriday.com पे क्या होता है। तो जो भी तुम करते हो वहां पे तुम्हें क्या बेनिफिट होगा, नए ट्रेडर को फॉलो करना चाहिए, फंडेड अकाउंट लेके ट्रेडिंग करनी चाहिए, क्योंकि उसका वो अगर 500 खुद का मान लो $300 लगा रहा है कोई ट्रेडर, वो 300 का 300 लॉस कर सकता है क्योंकि यू आर योर ओन बॉस। लेकिन अगर तुम $300 का फंडिंग अकाउंट ले लोगे फीस पे करके, तुमको 50 रूल मिल जाएंगे फॉलो करने। उस रूल को फॉलो करने के चक्कर में तुम्हारी साइकोलॉजी एक डिसिप्लिन ट्रेडर की बनेगी। तो एक न्यू ट्रेडर अगर भी बनी नहीं तो इट्स गुड, यू कैन ट्राई फंडेड अकाउंट्स, ठीक है। इसके बाद उसका बोलना था कि भाई अच्छा विन रेट होना चाहिए, और मैक्सिमम लोग बिना प्रिपरेशन के आते हैं तो लॉस करते हैं। प्रिपरेशन बहुत जरूरी है। फिर एक दिन में ज्यादा ट्रेड नहीं करने चाहिए, लिमिटेड ट्रेड्स करने चाहिए कि भाई फिक्स कर लो कि दिन के 2 या 3 ही ट्रेड लूंगा बेस्ड ऑन योर डेली ड्रॉडाउन। ट्रेलिंग ड्रॉडाउन नाम का एक रूल होता है जो खराब करता है आपका अकाउंट को, तो उसके लिए यू डोंट ट्राई टू गेट लॉन्गर बिगर टाइम फ्रेम्स और बड़ा मूव मत कैप्चर करो, छोटे टाइम फ्रेम पे सिंगल मूव कैप्चर करो, लास्ट है खत्म करो। एसेट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है जहां पे कम स्प्रेड और कम कमीशन लगता है, जैसे गोल्ड, मतलब US30 बहुत अच्छा होता है। तो एसेट्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, फाइंड वेयर जहां पे कम से कम वो है, और डेटा ड्रिवन स्ट्रेटजी होनी चाहिए। और आखिरी में हमने ये भी बात हुई कि सारे ब्रोकर अच्छे, सारे के सारे परफॉर्म अच्छे नहीं होते। अगर पता करना है कौन सा परफॉर्म अच्छा है तो ट्रस्ट पायलट जरूर देखना चाहिए, वहां पे रिव्यू पढ़, और ऐसा भी नहीं कि बुरे रिव्यू, तो पढ़ना चाहिए रिव्यूज आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। ट्रस्ट पायलट की रेटिंग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती है, उसने बोला। फिर एक सोच है कि क्यों ना अगर 5% का डेली ड्रॉडाउन है तो पूरा एक ट्रेड में अपन उसको लगा दे। तो उसने बोला, बहुत ये फेमस टॉपिक है ना कि ट्रीट योर फंडिंग अकाउंट एज वन ट्रेड। तो कई लोग ऐसा बोलते हैं इंस्टाग्राम पे, मैं तो मुझे मालूम नहीं। तो उसने बोला भाई बेकार अप्रोच है, दिस इज अ गैम्बलिंग माइंडसेट। अगर तुम ऐसे करके जीत भी जाते हो तो तुम वो फंडेड अकाउंट लूज कर दो, क्योंकि हमारी साइकोलॉजी ऐसी। तो यू शुड नॉट ट्रीट फंडेड चैलेंजेस एज वन ट्रेड, बट स्लोली करना चाहिए, क्योंकि फंडेड, अच्छा अकाउंट की बात कर रहे हैं, फंडेड परफॉर्मेंस भी उन्हीं लोगों को पसंद करती है जो लोग अच्छे तरीके से अकाउंट पास करते हैं। उन्हीं का पैसा वो लोग आगे एलपी में फॉरवर्ड करते हैं, उन्हीं के ट्रेड आगे एलपी में फॉरवर्ड करते हैं। तो कंपनी भी तुम्हें तभी पसंद करती है जब तुम्हारी अप्रोच जो है एक पॉजिटिव होती है, एक रिस्क मैनेजमेंट के साथ होती है। तो यही है भाई, और मेरे हिसाब से तो ये सारी फीचर्स जो है fundedfriday.com में बढ़िया है। अगर आप चाहो तो fundedfriday.com पे चले जाना। Anish10 एक बढ़िया कोड है, 10% ऑफ दे देगा आपको। ये मेरा व्हाट्सएप नंबर है। अगर इस कंपनी के जो वेबसाइट पे रूल है उसको छोड़ के कोई रूल बदलते हैं या आपका पे आउट नहीं देते हैं, आई विल डेफिनेटली हेल्प यू विद दिस। सो आप कमेंट मेरे को व्हाट्सएप कर सकते हो, और कोई क्वेश्चन लग रहा है तो अपन उसको, और मेरे को आंसर रहता है मैं कर दूंगा, उसको डीएम करके पूछ के आंसर कर दूंगा। कोई है तो कमेंट करे, क्वेश्चन डाल सकते हो। और वीडियो कैसा लगा गाइस, मजा आया, शेयर कर दो सारे दोस्तों के साथ, क्योंकि इस बार मैंने कुछ नया ट्राई किया। यू वांट मोर कि चाहते हो और लोगों को मैं बुलाऊं और ऐसे वीडियो बनाऊं, जरूर बताना।